at a regular high school, I missed 105 days of school. I was a horrible student. I was getting into fights constantly. And when I first got here, I actually was sent to life. Life is not even close to Synergy. It's something you don't want to be in. And I was doing so good there that they offered me to go to Synergy and actually have a regular high school life. And I chose to do it. When I first got into Synergy, I was really with Mr. B constantly a lot. Like, he helped me out with a lot of stuff, anger, anything. Like, if you need anything from this man, like, take it. Get seriously. He gives great advice, and he'll help you out with anything you need. And so when I first actually started my junior year, I think, I actually went to a different program, and I started doing Goodwood College at the same time while I was here. And then the summer program, I was in the Sioux. I didn't get to finish school because of my own family issues and my own family problems, but they're still trying to help me get my GED and trying to help me get better. My job actually offers like high school diplomas, it's called an Archway program, high school diplomas, college programs, all this kind of stuff. And I'm actually taking as much opportunity as I can to finish my school and to get up there because I'm moving up to go to the corporate side of McDonald's, eventually, of course. I started off as a crew person. My 6 months I became a manager. I skipped actually one part, crew trainer, which is not that big of a deal. And then I became manager, and now I'm hiring manager. I started off guest service. And if it wasn't for these two people, I would probably be somewhere else in a game or fighting or doing something really stupid. So if I were you, I would take so much from this program. If you are not thinking of going to college, if you plan on doing anything with your life, but you need a plan B, this program is a great way to have that. Because you don't know what's going to happen in your future. You might plan on doing this and this and that, but it might not happen the way that you want it to be. And this program will help you have that plan B. And on top of that, it might be your plan A, like it is now for me. This is going to be my career when I am older, and I'm hoping that I become a supervisor and eventually own 8 stores and do everything that I need to do in order to have a life. Yes, ma'am?
Do you think like you wish you went down a different path when you first had the opportunity? Like if you could have did better when you actually first started and stuff, like high school or so, like do you think you would have did it?
If I can take back stuff, yes. But if I didn't have this opportunity, I'd probably be even worse. I could say like, yeah, I could go back and wish that I didn't miss 105 days of school, that I wish that I didn't do this, but I did. And I could have been doing even worse. But instead, I had 2 people in my life that actually cared enough to stop it and to put me down the right path. So if you have that, take advantage of it, because you don't know most high schools don't have this. Most high schools, they don't care what you do. You fail, and that's it. That's your life decision. So take this program as much as you can, because it's gonna help you at the end.
So, any questions?
Okay, I don't have any other questions, but I do think I think that it's nice that you came in and told us about the things you went through and how this helped better you as a person and how you hope to have this as a career. Because I feel like that myself too. Like a lot of people at Synergy don't take advantage of it, and me personally, I can say I took advantage of it because. I'm kind of in the same place as you. Like I have an internship there, but now I'm also working there, and I still have an internship come December. So it's just a matter of if you put your mind to it, you can have everything that you want. So I respect your choices, and I like you as a person.
Oh, thank you. That is great that you have internships and all that kind of stuff, because most people don't. Half the time, people just drop out, and they don't end up thinking that they're gonna fix their lives. And they say that McDonald's is just, the generation nowadays, McDonald's is not a career. McDonald's is nothing, all this kind of stuff, but you can move up. I have people that have been working for 10 years. They're supervisors. They own 8 stores. They're making more than people that have gone to college. And I'm not saying to make this your career, because you do anything that you're happy to do, but always have a plan B, because I didn't. So be prepared.
So could you give these students some life lessons? I mean, so what's the big difference from being in high school and being in the real world?
There's a lot more challenges. Half the time, as soon as you turn 18, the world kind of gets thrown at you. Like, you don't have insurance. You have to pay your own bills, and you have to start doing things like going grocery shopping for yourself and having an apartment. And it's really, really scary. Like, I'm not gonna lie, it's horrible at first. You don't know what you're doing. You're making so many mistakes. And when you're in high school, everything's easy. Everything's kind of handed to you. And most people don't take that opportunity. They don't really take or grasp the fact that they're being handed something. When you become an adult and you have to make that step, you're going to make mistakes. You're going to make plenty of mistakes. I still am making mistakes, but it's the choices that you make that make you a better person. So what I can say from high school and real life is a lot harder than high school. And it probably kicks you down every single time. And if you don't know how to stand up for yourself or take the opportunities that show right in front of you, you're gonna be homeless. Like, you're gonna be on the streets. You're not gonna be able to do well. Like, so just do what you have to do now so that you don't end up that way when you're older.
Like right now here at Synergy, there's a lot more, there's like a big emphasis on internships, job shadow, job placement, getting the students ready for the real world. Okay, my problem is that we have a CRI, okay? And so basically the CRI are a series of behaviors that you have to exhibit, all right? And we feel as though if you exhibit these behaviors in school, then you'll exhibit these behaviors in the workplace. But there's a lot of students out here who, this is the comment I get consistently, well, if somebody was paying me, I would, could you comment on that?
I used to think the same thing. I used to think that all the time. Well, if somebody's paying me, then I'll do the work. This is paying you. That high school diploma is paying you. When you go to college and you go to CCSU, you go to MCC, that is paying you. All that stuff helps you out. When you don't go to college or you don't go to school and you're 4 years down the line and you don't have any of that education, when you meet the real world people, you're gonna think you're stupid and dumb because you don't know how to speak to them. You don't know how to talk to them. You don't know how to do anything that's near them. And you're gonna feel dumb in yourself. And the way you cannot, to prevent that, just go to school. Do what you have to do. Get out of here. Isn't it better to have something, a high school diploma, have that proof, oh yeah, I did this and nobody else did it. I did it myself, and then I'm going to college and I did that by myself and look what I have to offer and all this stuff, and that person doesn't have that. So that should be your pay. That's your money, that feeling right there, that you're on top and nobody else is near you. Mm-hmm.
I think because majority of days when I come to school, I hear other kids say how they have no motivation. What would be what would you say to that, people who say they don't have no motivation? High school students now who say they don't have any motivation.
I used to think that too. I had no motivation because I had stuff going on at home. I was taking care of my own family while I was in school. And I didn't think that I had nothing, but that should be your motivation, your family, your friends, all that kind of stuff. And yourself. You yourself should be a better person and prosper. That should be your motivation. Not money, not cars, not clothing. That's nothing. That could be burned. It's what you have at the end of the day for yourself. That's what's your motivation.
So what motivated you to do better in life? What motivated you after you missed that 100?
These two people kicked it in my head. They were like, listen here, you have to be better for yourself. You can't just do nothing. You have so much more to offer. And I just didn't think that about myself. I didn't think that I had anything to offer. And I wasn't really great at anything. But they showed me that I'm a great person and I can do this, and I know I can move on and go to school and do college. And even if I decide to go to school for right now and I decide to do college, I just go to corporate. I have a job no matter what. And that's what a lot of this program offers. You go to school, my job pays for our school. Like, they'll give me tuition money. They'll give me, if I want to learn another language, they'll give that to me. Like, if I need to do anything in corporate, they'll help me get there. And that's what you kind of want, you know what I mean? Like, you don't want to not have anything at the end of the day. You want to have something. What do you have to show for it? You pull out your cards and be like, I have an iPhone, like, that my mom paid for me. I didn't pay for that myself. I have my clothes that my dad paid for me. What do you do for yourself? You know?
Yeah.
Well, you know, when I talk to a lot of students, they say stuff like, oh, I pay bills, I pay my cell phone.
That's nothing. That's $60. That's nothing at all. Like, you know what a rent, what a mortgage? It's like $1,000. You have that kind of money?
$1,000 and up.
A month.
A month. And then that's not even if you want to do nice stuff. That's not even if you want to buy nice clothing. I have seen people that they take 2 months vacation. Like, you don't get that in real life. When you have a job and say it's a not so great job, you'll spend a week. Summer vacation is like the best thing. I wish I still had that again. Like, to lay down and do nothing, maybe get a job if I want one. Now you have to have a job. You have to pay for your stuff.
Because nobody else is going to do it for you.
Exactly. So how are you going to get that job? You either go to school, do well, get an amazing job, get benefits out of it, go to Hawaii, go to California, make big moves. Or you could just stay home and do nothing. Watch TV, maybe some Nickelodeon. That's it. TV, laying down in bed, doing nothing.
Yeah, that sounds good.
Have you seen how Hawaii looks?
Right? Have you been out of state?
Have you tasted a filet mignon in front of you? Because it's amazing. And that's what your goal should be, to do better for yourself.
You know, another frustration I have with this population of students is they sit around and talk about other people's money all the time. And have have debates and get heated about it. Oh, Jay-Z has more money than Beyonce. No, this person has more money than that person. You know, I mean, all the time. Can you comment on that?
Yeah, I definitely can. What about your money? Don't you want to have as much money as Jay-Z? Don't you want to have as much money as Beyonce?
That's too much money.
What do you mean?
It's never
Too much money.
Never too much
Like,
money.
Why would you need all that money?
Save
Wow.
it.
Why would
So you don't have to sit on your couch and just watch TV.
Put it to your,
That's why.
put it to your kids, put it to
That's
your
alright,
family.
but before you have kids, what would you do with it?
Vacations.
Buy a
but the thing is, like, before
Buy a
you have
house,
kids, you're going
buy
to be
food.
working on how to get that money. It doesn't come to you like this. It doesn't come out of nowhere. I'm not saying that, like, it's going to be like, oh, next month you have all that money. 5 years down the line, when you're 25 or 26 years old, and the nightlife doesn't matter anymore. Now you actually have a family, you're getting married, you actually want to do something with your life. That's when it matters. Because right now it doesn't matter. You're in high school, guys. You don't have worries. Down the line it's going to. And that's what you have to plan for. That's what literally the whole school system's for, to plan for your future. So you have a good one, so you have a great one, and live the life that you want to live.
Money's not gonna
So
get
you have
you.
choices, because if you have no money, you don't have a choice. You're stuck there. If you have money, you have choices. You can do whatever you want.
I want money, but I only want enough money.
All right then, so pick a career with enough money for yourself. You don't have to be like Beyonce. You could be a teacher. You could be,
That's not enough.
you could be electrician. You could be a technician. You could be anything. We have IT guys from McDonald's. They get paid a lot of money. We have a lot of fun too, doing their job.
But my point is, you're never gonna accomplish those things if you're constantly thinking about other people's money.
Exactly.
There's only really two essential questions. A, where's the money? And B,
Do
how you
have
gonna get
it?
your
Yeah.
hands on it? You know what I mean? Talking about having a debate over who has more money, Jay-Z or Beyonce, is not gonna get you where you wanna go.
Money doesn't get put into your hands. You have to earn that money.
Exactly. You
Well,
have
you
to
gotta
work for
come
it.
up with a plan.
Yeah, you need
Plan
a
A and Plan B.
Right.
C, D.
Plan
No,
A
and it takes some thought, and it takes some research, it takes some time, some energy, and some effort. And
You think that I have money now and it just came out of nowhere? No, I had to work for it. I was working long shifts. I was working almost 7 days a week. I still work that and I still bust my butt off because I'm not where I want to be. I'm only 22 years old. I'm just like maybe 4 years older than you guys. I don't know what I want to do still, but I want money. So I'm gonna keep working hard and I'm gonna do what I have to do because that's how I'm gonna get it. And I'm telling you right now, if I probably have a lot more money if I planned right now. And I'm going to get my GED and stuff like that, but I could have got a high school diploma and I could have done a lot better.
Okay, all right, but you know you're doing quite well for yourself.
Yeah.
I have to admit, and you make Synergy proud, and I'm very happy that you came back and you talked to these students because coming from you is coming from a whole different perspective, and we have a saying: once Synergy, always Synergy. So you can always come back here. We'll always take care of you. We'll always
And
love
that
you
is
because you're family.
So true. That is so true. So be family. Don't be like the person that just doesn't come back or doing this. And if you have success, come back. Because I'm not gonna say like all of you are gonna have it. Some of you are gonna choose to. Some of you are gonna be like, oh, this speech was bull. Like, but it's what you take from it. And if you are successful, come back and do what I did. Show that you did better because it inspires so many people and it makes people want to work better.
Good deal. Okay, any more questions? Okay, thank you, Franchesca.
Thank you for coming in and speaking
Right.
to us.
Franchesca?
Yeah.
Right, we appreciate you stopping in.